this matchup against the 1 seed.
And she will be on the left because we have a lefty, as you see, Jd.Kawamoto, just misrepresented as just a defensive player.
Yeah, and she's a crafty lefty.
Yes.
That's exactly what Jd.Kawamoto is. Great inside-out forehand and well-rounded player. 2 veterans. If anyone can give the 1 seeds trouble, it's these 2.
So here we go, Catherine Parenteau to get us started. Let's play pickleball.
Yeah, and Jessie Irvine's very good at that, too.
Very good.
She plays a bit off of the kitchen line at times, and that helps her let those out balls go out.
So it's going to be interesting with a lefty. If they end up on an odd, Jessie doesn't like to unwind the stack, so would they dare put 2 backhands in the middle? Something we'll have to keep an eye on.
I believe that they will dare to do that.
Anna Lee lets it go and then looks down, and wow, that's way in.
It certainly is, and it is breezy here on Humana Championship Court. It's been up and down throughout the week.
All right, well, we're going to get to find out right now whether, let me see if Jade's even going to give a signal.
They are switching. If you're going to switch, hit a return like that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and feathery from Jessie. See, Jessie, unwinding's easy and so much fun. You get to hit a winner.
Great out in front paddle position for Jessie Irvine.
All right. Hey, you need every break to beat a team that is almost unbeatable. And good start for Jade and Jessie here.
Second serve.
We're going to just add another one into the ambitious category there.
1-0-2.
As I said, she's been looking for more offense in her game.
Yeah, just in complete command with the little roll there. Good hustle from Jade, but can't do it. All right, let's see if Jessie can crack another down the line return. Much shorter, so she's going to be in more trouble, but handled it. Catherine Anna Lee wanted her winner on the one-handed backhand.
Point.
I
mean, there's no doubt we're going to see more and more of that from AL Dub.
And pretty good rotation on the ball on that one-hander. The top spin from Anna Lee Waters on that particular shot was pretty nice.
Second serve.
And usually these ladies have a lot of mileage from a big day of singles. Neither Anna Lee or Catherine played it, so they're going to be as tough to beat as they ever have here today.
And it looks like once Kawamoto and Irvine get to the kitchen line, Jessie is playing that alpha roll from the left. 2 forehands in the middle, so it could go either way.
Love the dig, don't love the next one. Wasn't ready.
Yeah, that initial slice backhand dink of Jessie Irvine carrying just too far to start the offense for the 1 seeds.
It's fun to have a lefty dig a problem out of the middle like Jay did there. That's just a fantastic point all around.
All around, all 4 players. It was kind of started off as a men's doubles point with some consistent dinking, but we knew the ladies would ramp it up. Yeah, off-ball pressure, really nice. And, of course, the drop of Catherine Parenteau was very good, forcing Jessie Irvine to miss by several feet.
2-1-1.
Again, Anna Lee sort of stepping into her serve now, working on that. Wow, 2 one-handed. 1 roll and a poke.
Yeah, back and forth for Catherine. She had to cover the line in the middle multiple times in that exchange.
3-1-1.
That's just a send.
That's just,
I mean, fairly dead shot in the middle of the court, and Jessie Irvine takes it with the forehand right into the body of Catherine Parenteau. I mean, I think she was trying to get her back there.
If you want to get her back, let's go. Let's put another hand on that paddle and rip it. That's in. And I think Anna Lee, you don't forget you're playing a lefty, but she sent that ball through the middle, and Jay's like, thank you.
That's exactly right. So right in the heart of that point. That's a lot of forehands to get through for Anna Lee Waters. But fortunately for her, she can go to a variety of spots, so she'll make that adjustment.
Second serve. Two, 3-2.
Oh, mine.
Point.
For those like myself that have sped up the Tui through the middle, you deserve to get hit on that one.
Yeah, and Catherine ran into the ball.
Yes.
So it was a meeting of the two, the ball and Catherine Parenteau's body.
Because you know you've made a very, very bad decision, and you try to hustle back to the middle.
Point.
And guess who has the lead? That would be Jessie and Jade.
Huh.
4-3-2.
Very nice. And the Jessie super yell to go with it. Right hip on that.
Yeah, so a beautiful drive drop combination, and Jessie Irvine not known for coming in hot, but she certainly did on that last point.
Not clean, but anytime Anna Lee doesn't like the scoreboard, guess where she does? She slides like, let me play the left right now.
And a little catch and release flinger helps the situation. Sure, nobody's getting that.
Point.
Good little drip there, hybrid on the third shot, catching Jessie Irvine transitioning.
Yeah,
Again.
got 2 backhands in the middle here. Let's see what happens. Great pickup from Jade. And that's pretty from Catherine. That's knowing your tendencies of your opponent.
Absolutely. As Jessie Irvine, when she's on the right, loves that crossbody forehand speed up. Catherine Parenteau shuts it down.
That's nice from Catherine as well. So back-to-back winners.
Yeah, and on that previous point, Dave, you beat the person you're trying to attack, and you catch the paddle of their partner. You don't love it when that happens.
No, there shouldn't be backup. Yeah, and this is a problem with 2 backhands in the middle. They're not sure what they're supposed to do here. And I remember 28 seconds ago when it was 5-3 Jessie and Jade.
Yeah, it was a big come on from Jessie, and we're like, oh, look who has the lead, and no longer.
No, they do not. So the day free trial, you need more info, go to pickleballtv.com. And this morning when there was bonkers pickle on multiple courts, you can just switch which court you want to watch, Adam. It is a beautiful thing.
Oh, nice pace control from Catherine Parenteau. And the app sells itself, but have you been a salesman in a previous life or earlier?
I just love pickle, man.
Yeah, me too.
And the AL to the left switch and the And then the inability to deal with the stack is a disaster here. I think they're going to try and run into the preferred spot, but that's what happens.
Point.
And you are just
Game point.
feeding it. And we are at game point, Adam.
10-5-1.
I mean, Anna Lee got a layup that she hit deep there.
Game point.
They're going to stay again here, so out of ideas on what to do on odd here.
Point. Game. Timeout.
And they're not just talented, they're really smart too, and quickly erase a small deficit and roar to the finish line. AL and CP 11-5. Good night in a hurry in game one. Get better partners, look out. And there's a look at the coaches of the top team, Anna Lee and Catherine. That's Athena and Lee Waters, who we just mentioned. So thank you, Truck, for getting right on them. And just wide there from Jesse.
Yeah, and you never know. I mean, being in February, there might be someone we don't know that sneaks onto that list with some of the talent coming into the game.
Yeah, Kate Fahey was a project manager at Amex in April last year. I mean, that's what can happen.
0-0-2.
I mean, I know she can play the right, but they're just different with her on the left.
I agree.
1-0-2.
See what happens when she goes to the right even a little bit?
Yeah, and I think it's, I even, as much as Anna Lee does on the left, I even like the skill set of Catherine Parenteau a bit more on the right with what she does.
Yes.
She's got that crafty forehand speed up and a really nice backhand counter.
It's fun to have two forehands to go play. Who's going to get to that sitter quicker?
And we always talk about communication with two forehands in the middle is huge. I think it's even more so if you find yourself with two backhands in the middle.
Yeah. That touch from Jesse. And you mentioned you like that backhand from Catherine over there. That's a nice punch.
Yeah, and it's just nice to see Anna Lee hit to all parts of the court. We heard her in the interview go through her progression. She's like, I like this shot, but I've done it 3 or 4 times. I got to switch over. It's nice to have those options.
Yeah, and when you're the team that's just a little quicker, too, it's easier to unwind the stack, and then you try to make a shot better, as we saw there. So ball back to AL and CP. They're going to stay with the backhands in the middle here. Backside of the paddle. AL with an egregious one-handed backhand, but gets away with it. Good pressure.
Yeah, very nice. Nice last lean in by Jd.Kawamoto. Taking Catherine's time away and good spin.
Two.
Oh, that's in there. What a get from Jade. Tremendous pickup, because that's one of those you can smack. You can almost find the other half of the court with that ATP.
I love that. She got that low center grab. The short hop of Jd.Kawamoto. Her half volleys are so good. You know, I'm a big fan of that shot.
Second serve.
You are the king of that shot.
Well, I don't know about that, but appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's an important shot to have, especially when you're playing an offensive-minded team that gets the ball down at your feet so often.
Yikes. Anna Lee cannot believe whatever that was.
Yeah, Jesse Irvine said it. Nice ball, Jade. Yes. We agree completely.
2-1-2. Start out.
Might have been, Jade. Look back and, you know, the 20 by 44 hasn't changed in dimension, but it does to you sometimes. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah, well, I think there is a little breeze that would have allowed that ball to drop in. So she was second-guessing herself, but I think she had to hit it.
Point.
And speaking of getting hit, Jessie is the one that gets hit with that one.
2-2-1.
Serve right on the line.
Point.
And just the fact that the depth of the serve was there, Adam.
3-2-1.
Yeah, even when you're not unwinding, if the serve is that good, causes problems, and more problems there. Just relentless from Annalie Waters with her north to south forward movement.
Man, it sounded like we were karate practice with her chopping up wood there. That was nice with the 1-8. Just wide from Jade. And the variety of places you have to defend with this duo is ridiculous.
You can't lean. Yeah, you can't get a head start anywhere. There's, just like you said, Dave, I mean, some players it's 2-1 here, or even worse, 3-1, or something even more than that. This team is so balanced as the 1 seed.
That goes deep into the wind, so not enough spin on that one for AL.
6-2-2.
Really nice footwork from all 4 ladies.
That's awesome from Jessie. And held the pose like a statue. My feet are good.
Yeah.
Look at what I did. That was nice.
I just said there's nothing to read, but Jessie had a pretty dang good read on that last one.
Ever. That was fantastic.
Point. Three, 6-1. Second serve.
Yeah, when they aren't having to bend at all, that's a problem.
Yeah.
3-6-2.
Very high on everything there. Let's see if they get a ball down here or rip one.
Point.
A pretty good look at the combination from Catherine Parenteau, but just enough juice on that Jd.Kawamoto counter.
Side out.
Oh, Jessie, make up your mind. We've all been there.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's had a couple coming in hot, successful situations, but I think she went to the well too many times right there.
Second serve.
Little glance up at Mom after that mix. So a few
6-4-2.
messy errors from AL keeping this close in game 2.
Mentioned that footwork a moment ago, and we are seeing it again on this point.
What defense. I mean, you have wound up Annalie Waters there, flashing the forehand all over the place. And she had to hit a bunch of high-quality shots to get that one done, but she was able to do it. And there's balletic Catherine Parenteau on the way to the kitchen. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it was. And the dig to get the offensive opportunities. So that's well-rounded Parenteau, and we've come to love it from her.
So it gets tight early in the smarts, and when Annalee wants to play the left, they're almost untouchable.
And they're really fallen off after that start they
No,
had.
so bad. Man, great job by Jesse.
On both of those.
Field goal is good, just relentless. Yeah, I mean, I think they would admit that they've had to raise their level because the girlies pushed them and then started beating them. So rivalries make sports, and obviously everyone here, having seen them for the first time here live, you can appreciate the talent even better in person here in Tucson.
Second serve.
I mean, it's tough to take a full swing when you're closer to the baseline than the kitchen line here.
Yeah, Jade was only a couple of feet inside of it. And they're very good at that style, both Kawamoto and Irvine, but Annalee and Catherine have been right on that line all day.
And look at the day that Rafa Hewitt and Noe Cliff are having, semi-final bound. So that is a tremendous effort for those two today. We'll have them later in the men's semis. Wow. Unbelievable. We're still going. Annalee, average drop shot, still going. Oh, no. After all that, Jesse gets the candy and pokes it deep.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, what a point. And such a nice setup from Jd.Kawamoto with that crafty forehand. I've been there before. I feel your pain, Jesse.
Point.
And that's in the net, and we're at match point.
Match point. 10-5-1. Second serve.
That skids off the tape and is a winner. Another chance to close this out in symmetrical fashion.
Match point. 10-5-2. Point game.
And like Dave Matthews' aunts, Annalee Waters and Catherine Parenteau are marching into the semifinals. That's a pretty impressive win right there, 11-5. Welcome back, everybody, to the Proton Tucson Open. Annalee Waters, Catherine Parenteau said, let's do the same score twice, 11-5, 11-5. And Catherine, congrats. I'll start with you. When you're playing against a team that has a lefty, you can really take advantage of them having to unwind the stack. Is that something you and Annalee talk about? And what are you looking for to take advantage of that situation?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know that they're most likely going to stack if there's a lefty and righty. So we try to go maybe for bigger serves to expect maybe a shorter return. So it's harder for them to really get into position. It's not something, I mean, sometimes they're just lucky that they happen to stack off the return. It's not something like, okay, let's just stay there, you know, let's waste this point and let's hope that they keep switching. We're still trying to, you know, win as many points as possible. But whenever it happens, we kind of like that for sure.
Annalee, great playing as always. And one of the most important questions that is asked by amateur players is, what do I do when we have breezy, windy conditions? What are a few tips that you could give some of our viewers of how to deal with the wind?
Yeah, for sure. I honestly think that's something that Catherine and I maybe struggled with a little bit last year, because we kind of were like, oh no, it's windy, like, oh, we got to make sure our shots are perfect, and that's honestly what you don't want to do in the wind. I feel like when it's windy, you just have to go for it, trust your shots, and if you're on the side with the wind, just instead of taking stuff off your shots, just try to hit with more spin, and when you're against the wind, instead of trying to hit it super hard, just kind of trusting your shots and not really worrying about too much where the wind is going. I feel like the most important thing when it's windy is just keeping your eye on the ball. I know it sounds super simple and easy, but because the ball's moving so much, especially a pickleball, because it's so light and it's a wiffle ball, it's got holes in it, so it's blowing everywhere in the wind. So just making sure to keep your eye on the ball is super important, and I'm sure people kind of overlook that because they're like, oh, I'm always watching the ball.
Catherine, we're going to be in the great state of Arizona for a while here. What are you taking in? We've got beautiful Mount Lemmon up there above, and we're thrilled to be here for the first time. What's your plans for the Arizona run here?
Yeah, I mean, just to play some pickleball after this tournament. Just going to head home for a week and then come back to Arizona. Yeah, I mean, you can't have anything better than this. Beautiful weather out there. Amazing venue here. Thank you for the fans
So
here.
many great fans.
Yeah,
Woo!
thank you so much.
Well, fans, you're getting your first eyes on the top team in the world, and they are moving into the semifinals. Congrats, AL and CP. We'll see you a little later on. Next up, we've got the fellas on center court, and you're not going to want to